I'm Isaiah, your host, and this is The Icebreaker. And I'm here with the one and only Calvin Austin III, the star wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great. I'm glad to be talking to you, and I'm excited for this interview.
Me too.
Well, now it's time to break the ice. Okay, so at what age start playing sports?
So I've been playing sports really my whole entire life. Organized playing with my cousins and stuff. Football, basketball. We'll go over each other's houses and play. And I got a bunch of big cousins, so they definitely didn't take it easy on me. So I feel like that kind of helped me become kind of the person and player I am today. I guess the first organized sport I played was probably, I would say, like I ran in a track meet when I was like probably like 7, I want to say. So that's probably the first thing I did was, but I mean, throughout, even when I was in school, I did, school basketball and flag football. But I would say track was probably the first organized sport I did.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, what surprised you the most going to college to the NFL?
What surprised me the most? I would say would probably be the level of intensity of like the small things, and in college, I would say you can beat teams and, not be as detailed, or you can make some mistakes and you can still end up winning it. In the NFL, the attention to detail is so great that any little mistake can come back to bite you. And any little mistake, it could be something as simple as someone not, blocking the correct guy all the way down the field, and the run maybe wasn't even going to him. Something as little as that can affect the whole play. So I would definitely say the attention to detail part.
Mm-hmm. Tell me how you felt when you were running your 40. Do you feel like you're robbed?
So I would say this. Even the first day when I went out there, well, not the first day, but when we went out there when we went out to the field and everything, being in Indy is different because there's no crowd. The only crowd really is, the scouts and everything like that. But actually this year they did allow like a few just like fans inside. So it was a little more fans, but it was maybe probably just like 2,000 or 3,000 fans out of a, almost 60,000 seat stadium. So it was pretty empty. But when I went out there, I just felt so ready and prepared. I wasn't nervous or anything. And so when I ran the 40, I got down, and when I started running, I just felt like I was floating. So when I crossed, the crowd actually started clapping. So I was like, okay, it had to be something, relatively good. And so when I saw the time, I was like, okay, that was pretty fast, Then when I saw the replay of it, I was like, that do look a little, you know what I'm saying, a little fishy. But it was just, I don't necessarily say I was robbed. My time was my time. I definitely know that I'm faster than a 4.32, but I'll definitely say it was kind of weird because a lot of people was getting their unofficial. They'll have an unofficial time, and then their official time would come back faster. And my time was one of the only ones that didn't change at all. Like my unofficial time was my official time. Like nothing changed. So, I mean, I would say it's maybe something here or there, but I kind of like having the controversy around it because each year it continues to get brought up.
Yeah. Well, do you feel like you ran faster than Xavier Worthy?
That's a good question. So obviously, he's a track guy too, so he has a track background. So, man, I couldn't. He got the record, so I'm not gonna slight him at all and try to say my 40 or something is faster than him. But if I'm lined up against anybody, I'ma always take me.
Okay. So, do you have a game day playlist?
A game day playlist. So I don't have like, one of those playlists that I like, like title game day and just always go to. I kind of have like a few songs that I like to listen to, and then, whatever songs come out, if it's like fitting my type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? I'll listen to it before the game, but I don't have just a go-to playlist. I mix a little bit of I get some Memphis music in, just some of my other favorite artists from across the country, and then I add a little bit of one of my guys, Emmett Thomas. I went to high school with him. He's a Christian rapper. I listen to some of his stuff too, but before the game, so it's kind of an assortment of things, but it's kind of really just based off, I guess when I wake up and I can kind of know, okay, yeah, this is a song, that's my type of vibe for the day.
Well, do you have a favorite celebration you do?
Favorite celebration. So usually, when I score, I've always just pound my chest and, point up to God and thank him because anytime you score, it's a blessing. For one, it's playing football, a contact, dangerous sport. So, I'm always thankful when I score. And in college, I would always have somebody I would sometimes chest bump my teammates or something. And it's funny now in the league, I guess I don't really have a go-to celebration, but it's anytime I've scored, one of the O linemen would always do it where you jump up and they lift you up. They'll always do that with me, so that's probably the one right now.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, how was your first NFL touchdown?
So the first one came against the Las Vegas Raiders. I think week 3. We're playing at the Raiders. It was still first quarter. Coach called up the play. I was in a cut alignment, and Marcus Peters was on me, and he came up and he pressed me, and so. I didn't think he was going to stay in press man because, he's kind of older. And I was like, I know he wouldn't be able to run with me. So I was like, they're probably going to play zone. And so when we hiked the ball, it was actually man. I made my move and I cut to the middle. And I was just hoping the ball was going to be in the air. And, Kenny put it right on the money, caught it and scored. And it was Sunday Night Football. I was asked yesterday, they was like, did you keep the ball? I was like, man, everything went almost black. I really don't remember everything. It was such a surreal moment. Of keeping 3 more balls that season, from touchdowns. So I wasn't disappointed. I even told myself, I was like, I'm going to make up for it by getting another one that's, even more special. So hopefully that comes in the Super Bowl or something, or a game-winning touchdown for him. So I'll just be waiting for that one and keep that one.
Yes, sir. What advice would you give kids my age?
I have a lot, honestly. So for one, I would say, obviously to those who do have faith in God, I'll say always put God first and lean on him. That's probably the number one thing, because there are going to be many moments in your life that you're going to be feeling discouraged. You're going to be feeling, there are going to be many feelings you may have throughout life, but I'll say as long as you have your faith in God, really lean on him and continue to learn more about him, they'll get you through any circumstance. And listen to your parents. And I know because a lot of times parents, they'll tell you beforehand what's going to happen, or if you do this is what's going to come of it. Listen to them. Don't always try to learn things for yourself. If your parents say don't go to this street because something's going to happen, don't be the one to be like, no, I'm just going to see what's going to happen because maybe something will happen to me. No, just listen. Me and my dad still sometimes laugh about it. Sometimes where I would be, arguing one thing or wanting one thing. He's just like, no, this is why, listen and stuff. And then exactly what he says ends up, panning out. And I'm just like, man, it's exactly what he said. And, even throughout college, there was many times where, because I walked on to Memphis. So my first 3 years, I didn't have a scholarship. And there was many times after practice, I would be promised some playing time or be not getting any reps, or I'll just call my dad wanting to almost quit, almost crying, and being able to just still lean on and rely on your parents will take you a long way. And then another advice I would say, always believe in yourself and know that you can be different and you can be special. Obviously nobody in my family ever played college sports or nothing like that, or NFL for sure. And with my size and being a walk on and stuff. The numbers and the odds were against me, but I remember my aunt asked me when I was getting drafted. She was like, "Did you think you would be doing this, like getting drafted?" And I was just telling her, I was like, I mean, honestly, I never imagined myself having a quote unquote, normal life or normal job. Like I always knew that I wanted to go to the NFL. Even when I first walked, my dream never changed. I always knew I was going to get to the NFL. I didn't know how, but God put people, coaches, players in your life to help you get there. And that's why I said you have to be able to rely on your parents, because my dad was the one who gave me the advice and talked me out of not going somewhere else and just walking on at Memphis, because that's where I wanted to go. But I was kind of feeling some type of way. I was like, Memphis ain't giving me no scholarship, so I'm not going there. But because we had such a good relationship, I leaned on him and he was able to direct me. One of my coaches, Coach Simon, in 2019, before the season started, the season I earned my scholarship, he would take me to the park and just work one-on-one with me. That's God. I feel like God put him in my life to help me get to this point that I am at today. And so, it's just all those factors that just came together. So you know what I'm saying? So listen to your parents, keep your faith in God, and always believe in yourself. Those would be the three advice I would give somebody.
Well, thank you for the really good advice.
No problem. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully other kids listening can, take heed of it.
Yeah. So you're the coach, right?
5 seconds.
Left in the game, right?
Yep.
And you need a quarterback and a receiver to take the game away. Who you taking?
Oh, I'm taking Russell Wilson and Calvin Austin easily. We taking that duo and we gonna make it happen. 15 seconds or 1 second, we gonna get it done. However it looks. So yeah, I'll take Russell Wilson and a guy named Calvin Austin.
Yeah. And we'll be back with Calvin Austin, guys. And we're back with Calvin Austin, guys. So this is the speed round. We're going to play Would You Rather, and you can't say, ready?
Let's do it.
All right. You have 15 seconds. You can't say,
I can't say, Okay. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Let's do it.
What do you do in your downtime?
I play with my dogs, and I play some video games.
Name 7 things that you'll find on an airplane. Go.
A mask, act, water, people,
Yep.
book, hanger.
Oh, there you go.
For your coat. There we go.
Yeah. Talk about your first experience running track. Go.
My first experience running track was Rochelle Stevens Invitational. Me, my sister, and my cousin, my dad signed all 3 of us up, and I ran the 100-meter dash, my first ever race, and I won. That's my first track experience ever.
I feel that. Congratulations and good job.
I passed.
Yeah, you passed.
Okay, there we go.
Now it's time to play Would You Rather. You ready?
Let's do it. Now I'm ready, yeah.
Would you rather be the first pick of the draft on a trash team, or would you rather be Mr. Irrelevant on a good team?
First pick, trash team. Need that money.
Would you rather lose your keys or lose your phone?
Ooh, keys. No. Can I go back to my answer? If I can go back to my phone, because I'm gonna have to drive somewhere to get my phone replaced and stuff. So I'm gonna say, man, that's tough though. But I'm gonna say phone.
Would you rather be surrounded by lions or surrounded by sharks?
Lions. I can't do the water. Like if I'm in the water, I definitely, you know what I'm saying. I can't do nothing. Like I'm not the water. At least if I'm on land, like it ain't gonna be no good outcome, but I'm at least be on land.
Yeah. Would you rather arrive super early or fashionably late?
I'll arrive super early. I can't sometimes just from being in football so long that being late scares me. You know, you kind of get.
Would you rather Would you rather feel better winning a game as an underdog or pressure to stay on top?
I say pressure to stay on top. You know, I feel like if you're in that position, you should embrace that pressure. You know, so I'll definitely say the pressure to stay on top.
Would you rather have TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram. Surprisingly, I'm not the biggest. You know, I'm not the biggest in the TikTok. You know, so I think I'm gonna go. I'm usually an Instagram Reels guy, so I scroll through those.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Rather PlayStation, but I actually got an Xbox now. But I'm finna join the PlayStation team. Finna get that PS5 soon, so PlayStation.
I'm gonna ask this question. Well, how do you feel about NCAA 25?
Man, I'm excited. I'm happy it came out. You know, I was a big time NCAA player on my PS2 and my PS3, so I'm very excited it came out. It's cool to see the players actually get their names in, because like I remember playing, and like obviously, for instance, if you were like Florida, QB number 15 would be a 99 overall, so you knew it was Tim Tebow, but it just didn't have the name. But so like actually seeing the names and stuff is like it's very cool, because I could just imagine when I was in college and it was on the game, because you know, especially at the beginning of my college career, especially not, you know, being able to just visualize, like I had dreams of going to the NFL, but not being able just to see it in your near future, you know, being able to be on a video game in college would have been very fulfilling. So I think it's very cool, and I'm glad the players are able to get paid from it and get their name out there.
Well, thank you for sitting down with me and being on my show.
I appreciate it, bro. You asked some great questions, and you know, hopefully we can do this again.
Catch my pass.
Let's do it. Throw it back. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.